go. That's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I sound white. I step up to that mic. Just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the whole beat said.
973 people playing. My defense better than my offense.
What's my name? What's my name? How many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cat ID, and that's why these words sing just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you or even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, why? But you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brass. They could off. Them and you are. You too, Paul. Got two. Biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
What? Oh. I wanted to play tonight,
I see real problems, I see nothing. I see real problems, stripping up grades, just be making up different reasons for my way I pick it up to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep it
played one game this
cause I can
afternoon.
never really want you less is money or pride, so when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie, like I ain't mean it.
I barely
mean it. I just need
Las
another
Vegas.
for a sickle. Another break, another face, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game without, but I can.
Homie got a pump cause he got
no.
Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no
I got a big old
Homie stay
TV.
trippin' cause I got no funds. Boy,
Screen.
got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis.
Nice. Here at the lot, man.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jones looking to throw right away. Hyatt there to grab it. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
See the way they're trying to hold us already. With Saquon. Barking up the wrong street. Barkley.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh,
no. Get him down, but
I was about to go.
Across the 40-yard line.
Got it here.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Good push up front and that run between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Richardson. Flushed out right.
Out of here.
And this turns into a nice game with a slot at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
What's up, Journey with Queen? What's up with the Queen?
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Gotcha.
That's caught. It's
Knocked down.
Josh
First
down.
down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Play action. Now Richardson. Dancing to his left.
Go get it, Josh.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And he was
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
That was a touchdown.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They turn to Taylor on 4th.
Come on.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
I knew better than that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. Now Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
What in the world?
Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 64 yards. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Richardson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Richardson looking to throw this. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Finish drive.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Richardson going on 4th down.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Oh, that's
not you.
Team, and it's intercepted.
But no double team.
Simmons picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defensive
right
perspective,
you
anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He has Hyatt over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Now it's Tracy, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And
touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Oh, we had to play super football. Not play ball at all.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Jones on the RPO, going to get it out to Neighbors. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Oh.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
He just stumbled his way into the...
Right back to Tracy. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Richardson to the air on first down. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well.
Intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the score. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half, want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off play action. Jones flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Richardson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right.
That is caught.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as
they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson yet again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Jones throwing for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Big 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flushed out right.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.
ain't trying to see no stats, no highlights in that game. That game.
The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoted to just buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bro, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I want miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A first carry now. This is Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Next to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
He switched to
and
the wrong
he's got
dude.
it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How do you switch to the dude
So
away
they'll
from the
come
ball?
up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Nix to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Nix throwing on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Touchdown.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going. It's Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
There. Come on, man.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Eric Johnson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on second down, Nix. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go back to the ground with Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion left goes Reynolds. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Nix. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Richardson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A final shot before the half. Richardson. To the sideline and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get 3 out of here.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
What?
Look at this, middle of the field.
No! Oh.
And he takes it
Where'd that
all the
dude
way
come
down
from?
to the 28-yard line.
Oh.
67 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
19 Tiger.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Second and 10. Richardson going to move him around. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Indianapolis.
Just touchdown.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing Nix. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6.
No.
So now it brings up 3rd.
upgrades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you less is money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the South on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbor's jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strunk, he ain't know I'm he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water,
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So you think he about to win with
right to the air is Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw.
Give it to me.
That
was me.
Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in one to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go, Cole. To Twitter. Like Jody Joe.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Block. Ah!
15.
Hold the block, baby. That was a touchdown.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh,
and
come on.
It past the 30, almost to the 25. 49 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. And they've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Richardson to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, here's Richardson.
No.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all weekend practicing.
He's got man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has options.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be second and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh. You got to be kidding me.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I thought that pass all the way out.
Marquise Brown, 33 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
I got just touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, the greatest running back of all time.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Oh my
knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
Good job.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
60
Richardson to throw off play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Richardson. He finds Taylor, complete. Into space at the 45.
Oh, good job.
Free at the 35.
Look at the way he held that block over there.
Jonathan
Get in there.
Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
That's how you hold the block.
Jonathan Taylor, 61 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer.
Good job,
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 and 16-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Bump.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Oh, pick it off.
Knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Get it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
That's what I needed.
And now
Big
off to
pick.
the races down the right side.
Get it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return from a Colts TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Richardson. And his throw here is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Leo Chanel,
his 2nd sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT,
come on,
here's
get him.
Mahomes.
Get him.
Trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Damn it.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Flush to his right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Go, Coach. Get down here, get a touchdown. Touchdown to stop. Run out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Richardson.
Come on.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Oh, step out of bounds.
Too shy of the 30.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit. And he gets a small gain on the play.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he caught that. Josh Downs, touchdown.
Josh Downs from 19 yards away.
And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Richardson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Richardson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
No.
This one is caught. It's more.
Come on.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Shoot.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's Pacheco once again.
No.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Pacheco. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep. Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Finding Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd down. Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Richardson to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson.
Oh, good job, Mo Alley.
At about the 5. And the Colts
Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Warriors 70. Viking 18.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Taylor.
Come on. Get in there.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To throw is Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
One touchdown. Stop. One touchdown. Oh. Is that? What about my INC? JT just touchdown. Yeah, the INC. Yeah, that's it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.
Gotta play a better game, baby. Had a better yard than Pat Mahomes. Look at my yard. They are out here. Yeah. one reception, Josh Downs. Gotta get you in the game. Oh, but touchdown, first down, touchdown. They think that I'm going to air before. Good. Oh yeah, that's 99 yards. Here, I am the. Look at that block down there. The block held up. Just enough. Just enough. End zone. Right.
Now I'm finna give y'all another hit. Milan, darling, Milan. That to the say put a foot y'all sing run this Miss she her black designer say Gucci Prada print DOE I'm a condo rich big Dolce Diva Donda Dundada Tokyo Honda drip poppin' Dolce season new persona new pushback but I'm still gon' get that labels quaking they mistaken I'm that wrist stay frozen Q let's go I'ma get
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard.
Yeah, he Brock Purdy out. Good field position. Number one.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Right back to Moss. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On second down, Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Trenton Irwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had
Joe Burrow 100%, 55 yards with the TD. Said Joe Burrow. I said Joe Burrow with the 100%. It's like a mug. So I don't know. Unless your running game sucks. Your running game unless your running game trash. Yeah.
heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Damn.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Need it. We hit. Yeah.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
Come on.
And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Richardson going to change the play here. Now Richardson throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now they'll change things up.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield.
Oh, what?
Oh, a cardinal sin there. Thrown back.
What was that?
And it's intercepted.
What was
Picked
that?
up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there.
Did you see that
pressing
bomb?
it and pressing it.
You had it. You had it.
He paid the price with that turnover.
Again. Just beautiful.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That shouldn't happen.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
That's what I'll be saying.
They've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's Brown.
What in the world? This nigga is not that hard.
Up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Yep.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Roughing the pass.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks,
yeah, it was off
but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they sent the pass because I couldn't play it
There's
for a second.
Burrow setting up to throw it.
They thought I didn't download.
He'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
Okay. What matters?
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah.
First down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 13 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson now for the extra point.
No awareness. Awareness, 0.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Time to play super football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I tapped it twice, and he still
able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Richardson looking to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This a 2nd and 8. Now Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
No, that was the
Richardson off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket.
That was
and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Flushed out right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Bengals grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
No time.
And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
That's the way to play.
They will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because they had some bad turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Flush to his right.
No!
A throw for
Do it right.
intercepted. Picked up by Von
right.
Bell. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception.
He should have thrown it over your head.
If you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be afraid to lob it because I think that's gonna give him too much time.
Here we go.
Learn how to touch pass. Okay.
They'll run on first down with Moss. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time.
Damn it.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Oh, can you come back down?
And he's going to get this
Play the ball.
The 30.
Play the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Burrow looking to pass.
Get it. Oh, turn around, Juju.
It's a touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Had to lock in. This time we had to lock in. This was locked in, y'all.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
All right,
and they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right on, bro. Yeah. And whenever you want to play, let me know. I'm always on here.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
I saw that.
They also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And you had called it too. You was like, man, I missed the
possessions.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are.
That's the only thing I'm waiting on.
They've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. The toss here completed to
they up there, like they supposed to win the Super Bowl.
Good for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Oh, he caught it. He caught that. He caught that. Hit stop in the end zone. He was sitting there waiting too.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that
wow.
their first score of the ball game, obviously.
Wow. I thought he dropped it. When his arm went down like that,
I was like, question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build
my nigga out.
Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Gotta help the quarterback out when he's scrambling.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Chase! Oh, that was thick.
Loose inside the 30, inside the
Chase
10,
what matters.
and all the way in
no,
it was that score. Jamar Chase with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the extra point.
Oh, I needed to stop.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Yeah.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Go where?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Look at
intercepted
that.
again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Moss on the give up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rolling to his right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Moss.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Moss.
Could have been.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Burrow will throw.
That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run with Moss.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Right on.
Shotgun handoff.
Get him.
And that one going nowhere.
And I'm playing all the time.
He's in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll try and run for it.
Come on. No!
Not only did he not get
we
in
got
the
it.
end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force...
It was like, nah, they're giving us some home cooking.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, nope. They gonna review it. Yeah,
the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it.
Giddy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
Give it to him.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the run of the crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Operating from the gun, Richardson.
This pass left side to Downs.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown Colts.
Josh Downs from 4 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gay is on for the point after.
And then they ain't stayed in New York. They ain't stayed in New York neither. That's why they didn't review it.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
These niggas already.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
So how do you add somebody? Do you just know they just remember their name or
toe to the
something?
leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Because people be adding me after the game and stuff. I'll be like, huh? Like, I don't even know. Like, it don't tell me who. Like, it tell me who I play and stuff. Yeah. Yep. And all kinds of stuff. Damn, Joe Burrow, four touchdowns, 229. Okay.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah. You still get, and you still getting help from the computer.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first
Madden.
down.
Oh, man, you don't get
Give him
nothing.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd
You ain't getting no
and final
help.
timeout
You're not getting no help.
as
You're
they
not
stop
getting
it with 22
none
ticks
of
to
that.
go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And they go play action now. Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So it's the Bengals
Knock you down. Who you playing with?
Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. Down to the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And Richardson going to move him around. Second and 4. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, Rodgers.
Damn it.
Up top, and it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Going right back to Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. On play action, now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's
early.
Second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Off play action, Richardson.
Come on,
man. Taken down. The Jets get in there.
Daylight.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Up and at them.
Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to add on to their first-half lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, Richardson.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
2nd down and 4.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, you was right there.
It's complete.
And they switched me off to the wrong man.
For a Jets touchdown.
Switched me off to the wrong
Big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And my goodness, another interception. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Williams, a man in motion right. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Richardson on the bootleg here. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
Hold on to the
drops
ball.
it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Richardson's throw caught by Pierce.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Richardson.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Caught, it's Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now. To throw is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll give to Hall.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Now inside the 25.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback With that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Richardson looking to throw this.
Good.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long for Richardson. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Richardson. That is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Ready, set.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. You must be dreaming. Check 31. 70 Timberwolf. 25, check 25, check 25.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Rodgers going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And running with power here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora.
He's still out it. That is crazy.
How gratifying has it been for them? To see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good, they've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready? Viking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Damn it. How did
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He finds Wilson, and he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Rodgers looking to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball. When we see them the next time out.
This is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And Richardson back to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Rodgers throwing here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well,
when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts.
play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
One last shot for Richardson. He'll let one go deep for downs. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But the lopsided